In this lesson, we will be talking about the errors in conditional statements. If we carefully observe the expressions like value greater than 0 and value less than or equal to 10. So here we are confusing the logical AND operator with value greater than 0 and value less than or equal to 10. So this type of error is nothing but confusing the logical AND, logical OR is known as the errors in compound Boolean expression. Okay, here we are confusing the AND operators to choose the values. Okay, so in this compound Boolean expression, value is greater than 0 and value is less than or equal to 0. If you put any number, say for example value is equal to, for example, 3 is greater than 0 and 3 is less than or equal to 10. So look at here. Here the first condition becomes true as well as the second condition becomes true as well. Okay, value is less than or equal to 10. Suppose if we write the same expression using the logical OR operator instead of the AND operator, like this, or then value greater than 0, if the value is greater than 0, this expression becomes true, in our case 3, so hence 3 is greater than 0, this expression becomes true. And here logical expression value less than or equal to 10, this is also true. Okay, then true or true is always true. In logical OR, the condition becomes false only if both the condition becomes false. In logical AND operator, both the condition becomes true, the logical AND operator results true only if the two expressions becomes true, that is expression at the left side and the expression at the right side. So in case of OR, logical OR operator, we know that the value of 3 up to 10, from 0 to 10, makes the expression true. But the question is, what values of x makes the expression false? So here this expression always results true in compound using the compound or Boolean expression. So here the compound Boolean expression or always becomes true no matter what value is assigned to the variable x. Say for example, if I assign 11, then look at here, 11 is greater than 0, hence this expression becomes true and this expression becomes false. True or false becomes true in logical OR operator. So if the Boolean expression is always true, it is known as tautology. So if we think about it, if x is a number, what value could the variable x assumes that would make this expression becomes false? So regardless of its value, one or both of the sub expressions here will be true. So the compound or expression, compound boolean expression or is always true. So this particular or expression is just a complicated way of expressing the value true. Okay, so instead of writing this type of complicated expression, we can just put true in front of any if statement, right? So here we are confusing the user as well as the logical or operator, because this expression becomes true always irrespective of the value of assigned to the variable value. Another common error is contriving compound boolean expressions that are always false. For example, here in logical AND operator, value is, let us make it less than 0, and the value is greater than or 0 or greater than 10. Look at here. Here the boolean expression is always false. So this type of expressions that are always false are known as the contradictions. Here the compound and boolean expression is always false, because we cannot find a number which is less than 0 as well as greater than 10. Is it possible to find a number which is less than 0, negative number, and at the same time which is greater than 10? 10 is nothing but positive number, right? So we cannot find the value which is less than 0 and the value at the same time greater than 10, because the compound boolean expression AND becomes true only if both the sub expressions becomes true. So if we look at these expressions carefully, it can never be true. So even if we place none, even if we use the reserved word none, this condition becomes false. So this is just a complicated way of expressing false, and this type using OR is a complicated way of expressing true. So here, in order to correct this AND operator, compound boolean AND operator, replace this AND by OR. Okay. If we replace this AND by OR, here you can see value is less than 0 or value is greater than 10. If someone enters negative value, then it will check for this condition, and if someone else enters the positive value, then this sub expression becomes true. Okay, and here if we use AND, if someone enters a value which is greater than 0 and less than 10, then this expression becomes true. For example, 11, value is greater than 11, yes, and value less than or equal to 10, so this expression becomes false. Only if the user enters the value between 0 and 10, then this compound boolean expression becomes true. So this is how we can correct the compound boolean expressions when they are confusing the users. We know that the logical operators AND, OR, and NOT have lower precedence than the comparison operators. Suppose in this expression, if x is equal to 1 or 2 or 3, print x. Then if you look at this if expression, here if x is equal to 1 or 2 or 3, what it meant is, what does it mean? So here the x's value is irrelevant. The code always prints x. Let us replace this with the word okay, in order to avoid confusion. This if statement always prints okay. So irrespective of the value of x, this if statement always prints or always display the output as okay. Let us put some value to the variable x. So here I have used 0 instead of 1 to check how this expression works. Selected this, let's run this. So look at here, we got the output okay irrespective of the value of 0 assigned to the variable x. Here the expression x is equal to 1 is either true or false, but the integer 2 is always interpreted as true and the integer 3 is always interpreted as true. Even if the equality check operator has the higher precedence than or, if this expression becomes false, we know that any integer value, either negative or positive, will result true in if statement. So 2 is always true and 3 results always true. Okay, hence this expression becomes true always unless we replace 2 and 3 by 0. So how to correct this type of expression? So that it should check for if the x value is 1 or x value is equal to 2 or x value is 3. So simply replace single digits of 2 by equality check operator. X is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3. So now if x is equal to 1, then this expression becomes true. If x is equal to 2, then this expression becomes true. Or if expression means if x is equal to 3, this expression becomes true. So here none of the expression becomes true because we have assigned 0 to the variable x. So this expression becomes false, this expression becomes false, and this expression becomes false, and we won't get any output. Let us check by selecting this and running by pressing F9. So here you can see we did not get any output. All the sub expressions are false. So if false, this statement will not be executed. Suppose if we replace this logic like this, 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, means x is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 3. So let us run this code. So it works. So we can write the test expression like this. So here we did not get any output. Let us check with the value 2. Value 2 lies between 1 and 3. So x is greater than 1, but it is less than 3. Okay, let us check by selecting and run. Yes, look at here, we got an output. Okay, so if we want to check any number between the two ranges, use this kind of expression, mathematical expression. Okay, so this is how we can correct the compound boolean expression error. Okay, means error in the compound boolean expressions which are used as the test expressions in control flows. Another type of error we can expect in the control flows is the syntax error that Python cannot identify and give warning message, but instead prints the noun value as the output. So here is an example, the program digit to word converter. Okay, digit to word converter. Here we can see the syntax error. If you look at the code here, we are getting the value from the user between 0 to 5. Okay, and the initial answer is not in range, so that is the default answer. Okay, if any of the condition becomes false, for example here, if value is equal to 0, the entered value, then it prints 0. If the value entered is 1, it prints 1, because in the print statement we are using the answer. Okay, if the test expression becomes true, if the first if expression becomes true, then this answer will go to the print statement, and the print statement display the word assigned to the answer, that is 0. Else if the value is equal to 1, this answer will be passed to the print statement and 1 will be printed. Else if value is 2, this answer will be passed to the print statement and 2 will be printed. And if you look at here, if the value, else if the value is 3, here answer is there instead of answer. Look at the word m, not n. So now it becomes answer. Okay, instead of answer. So this answer, the word is syntactically not correct. Okay, so this is known as syntax error. So the code will run whether you put answer or answer here, but this is nothing but the syntax error Python interpreter cannot identify, because this is just a variable name or identifier. So variable name is correct. If you think in other way as an identifier, then also it is correct. And simply we are assigning the string 3 to the variable answer or the identifier answer. So there is no error in writing this, but what we wanted is the answer. If this answer is answer, then this answer will be passed to this answer and the result will be equal to 3. But since it is answer, it will not be passed to this answer, or this print statement could not able to find the answer, because we have not placed this answer inside the print statement. We have placed answer, right? It keep on searching for the answer only. So if this condition becomes false, else if this condition becomes false, none of these conditions becomes true, right? In else if condition or else if ladder conditional statement, once the else if condition becomes false, the remaining else if conditions will not be evaluated, right? This is the multi-way conditional statements. So the value is equal to 4 will not be evaluated, value is equal to 5 will not be evaluated. Then what happens is, if the value, so here if the interpreter cannot able to identify the word answer for this test expression, then it will find the initial value assigned to the word or variable answer. What is the initial value assigned to the variable answer? Not in range, because this else if condition has become true, but it is not finding the variable answer because we have used answer instead of answer. Okay, so interpreter will not take the value of answer, the previous else if conditional statement, that is answer, and not this first else if statement answer. It looks for the answer in this else if block only. If it does not find, then it look for the initial value assigned for the variable answer. What is the initial value assigned for the variable answer? That is not in range. Okay, so that will be printed here. So let us select this program and run using F9 keyword. So F9 key from the keyboard. Okay, so we need to enter, let us enter 3 here. Okay, 3. So look at here, the number you entered was not in range. So this is the initial value assigned to the variable answer, and we are using the answer variable inside our print statement. Suppose if I enter the value 4, then let us see what happens. I run selecting this and running and entering the value as 4. Look at here, the number you entered was 4, because this if condition becomes false, this else 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 if condition becomes true. So what is the body of this else if condition? Answer is equal to 4. This answer, the variable name matches with the variable name present inside the print statement. So it looks for the variable, that means the recently executed. So remember this word, recently activated or recently executed or recently evaluated variable answer. Here the recently evaluated variable answer has the text 4, okay, or the string value 4, hence it gives 4. The number you entered was 4. Similarly, if I run this code and enter the value 5, the recent evaluated or recently evaluated answer becomes 5, because 5 will be assigned to the answer. So the recently evaluated variable answer has taken the string value 5, so it will be evaluated and the same answer will be passed to the print statement. Okay. So this is how the syntax error occurs in Python, especially in control flows or in any program, and how the Python interpreter could not identify such type of errors. So it is our job to identify the errors. So let us replace this. So here I will write, sorry, here, okay, yeah, replace m by n.